Hey Eugenia, what is up? It's Dustin. So, yeah, today I just wanted to make you a little vlog kind of video. I guess you can call this a vlog. I'm at my dad's house right now. So, yeah, and like I sent you a DM the other day, telling you he's actually gone down to his other place down in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, Sun City West. Yeah, so Sun City West is just on the outskirts of Phoenix. So, but yeah, he's down there right now, and I am house sitting for him. So, yeah, kind of over here today, just checking stuff out, and yeah, I just wanted to show you a few cool things. So, yeah, he has fish. He actually has had fish tanks for a long time, and actually, so have I. I've had fish tanks for quite a long time too. I don't anymore. I used to do saltwater tanks and freshwater tanks, so yeah, my dad has both a little freshwater tank, then he has a big saltwater tank. So thought I'd kind of show you that, and I kind of wanted to show you my old room while I'm here. Because I actually I lived at my mom's house for quite a while in high school, the majority of the time, but then they decided that I'd come live here at my dad's house senior year. So yeah, so and then I was here senior year all through college and everything. So yeah. So it's kind of weird when every time I go in my old room, because it's been so long since I lived in there. I think the last time it was my room was it's like 2003 or something. I think something like that. Yeah. When I finished college, I then moved out again. I moved out, then I moved back home, then I moved out again. So it was kind of weird. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just kind of house sitting today, and right now I'm in my dad's family room here, so you can kind of see it all. Kind of has this fireplace here behind me. So he's had that sailboat for years, forever. So yeah, it's like really nice out today. So let me take you out back real quick. So yeah, in my dad's backyard. Not too exciting. Those are all rose bushes there, so they are not in bloom right now. So I'm guessing they will this summer, but yeah. So used to have a nice tree over there in the corner, but he had to cut it down. So unfortunately that's cut down. I told him to put a cherry tree there instead. So yeah, but it's like nice out, really nice. Yeah, it's like 71 degrees or something, or 70. Oh man, it's like perfect temperature, you know, so just feels good. So the fish tank is on, so, and he has like lots of coral and stuff. He doesn't have a lot. He used to have more, but he has some coral now, and yeah, it looks nice, you know. So he's got clownfish. He's got there are two, I want to call them domino clowns. They're like black and white. They're a pair. They go together. So a lot of times clowns go in pairs, like Ocellaris clowns or Percula clowns. There's different kinds. Tomato clowns are like lone wolves. They're kind of alone a lot. So yeah, I used to have like all the fish in my saltwater tank. It's a lot of work doing a fish tank. So I mean, you got to keep it clean constantly. You have to make sure the filters are working right, and do water changes regularly, those are a pain. So you have like, it's an RODI system, which is a reverse osmosis system that makes fresh water in a huge tub. So here, let me show you. So yeah, that's the RODI system hooked up to the water main, and then in here it makes water. See, that's full of water. Yeah, that's like special water, so you can't just like use any tap water or anything. It has to be certain conditioned filtrated water to take out all the impurities for the fish. So it's like you gotta make that special water and have room for it. I actually used to have all that in my apartment. I had a utility bathroom downstairs, and I would have it like, that whole bathroom was just like overtaken with like fish stuff, including a gigantic empty garbage can like that with an RODI system making fresh water. Is crazy. One time I kind of had it overflow onto the floor. I hope there wasn't water damage. Yeah, it's kind of bad. It can be real messy and a real hassle, but yeah, if you're like really into it, and like, you know, because I used to be really obsessed with fish tanks and everything, so yeah, I was like so into it. I love fish still. They're amazing. They're just really beautiful. So yeah, you have all that. And you got to mix the salt together with that water and get a certain consistency, and take out a certain amount of water and put back in a certain amount with a certain salt consistency, and check your pH levels. And yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of work. But yeah, my dad still loves to do it, but he does have like this guy who comes over and takes care of his fish tank for him, kind of. Well, for the most part, he does water changes for him and everything. My dad makes the water, but he does the water changes and mixes the salt and everything. So it saves my dad a lot of trouble. So yeah, oh, real quick, he's got this little freshwater tank over here. So show you this real quick. I bought him this tank actually for Christmas one year. It's just like a little 5-gallon tank, so it's kind of cute. It has a betta and a little catfish, I think it is. I don't know. So yeah, he took the plants out right now, so right now there's no plants in there. I'll show you the betta. So there's the tank currently that I got for him. See, there's the betta and the little catfish on the right there. The bettas are always pretty. I always like those. Yeah, he used to have live plants in there, but he had to take them out. So he'll get new ones eventually. That's his little freshwater tank. He does that one all himself. No one helps him with that. So he spends hours on that tank, like once a week, like cleaning it. And yeah, I got kind of burned out of doing all the maintenance work on it. It was just like a ton. So, but yeah. So here, let me take you in real quick and show you the saltwater tank. Saltwater is just amazing because, you know, I mean, corals are just amazing, you know, colorful. Although the light's been on for quite a while, so I wanted to wait to come over here to have the light on for a while so that the fish would get out and about and the corals would perk up, because it takes them a while. Because when this is set on a timer for like day and night cycle. So basically, because the corals and the fish kind of need that cycle, it simulates like they're out actually on the reef, you know, like the Great Barrier Reef or something down in Australia. So yeah, it kind of simulates that. Well, they got another really nice reef over in Hawaii. A lot of people do snorkeling and scuba diving in Hawaii. So, but okay, let me show you real quick. These fish are, there's a yellow tang and a Tammany tang, and these two he's had for years. They are so old. I mean, they have just lived and lived and lived. But then the newest ones are his two clowns that I think, I want to call them domino clowns, I'm not sure, but they're a pair and they go together. So, okay, now I'll show you. So here's the tank. As you can see, that's the yellow tang right there, swimming around in front. So he's pretty dominant. And there's the Tomini tang. He just popped out on the right there with the yellow fins. Yeah, that's him. And then the two clowns that are a pair that are like domino clowns, you can see them there. They're striped. They're like a Nemo fish. So yeah. And then as you can see, the corals there. Can't remember what, I think those are bubble tip corals that he has. So then he has some more coral on the right. Can't remember the name of that. He used to have an anemone, but the anemone is no more. He's got to get another one. So yeah, I love those clowns. Aren't they cool? There's the tangs there. Get a good shot up close of them. Yeah, and he's got a shrimp there. He's kind of hidden. See the antennas? That's a coral banded shrimp back there. So yeah. Oh, there's the clowns. Look at that. Yeah, they're pretty clowns. They're cute. They wiggle all over. Yeah, they're a cute pair of clowns. So yeah, those are the fish in his tank there. It's a 55-gallon reef tank. So yeah, I used to have a big anemone. I think it died. So I used to have some anemones too, because the clowns love anemones. They're like a home. They kind of swim in the anemone and everything. So it's like their bed, their home, those anemones. They're really cool. But he'll get another one. And he used to have more other kinds of corals and mushrooms, but yeah, there's not as many at the moment. So mainly the bubble tip in the front of the tank. So yeah, now let me show you real quick how it works with the siphon, because there's a siphon where all the water drops over into, and it goes into a sump down below, and the sump is what filters the water and everything, and there's a biological colony down there that has good bacteria, and that helps keep the water healthy, and then a pump jets it back up into the tank. So I'll show you real quick. So over there you can see right here up top there is where the water goes through those holes, and it falls down into the sump right here, and that filters the water. That's a skimmer, that round cylindrical device. That skims the water for waste and stuff from the fish. The biological colony is in those little blue balls right in here, and that has good bacteria in it. And then there's a pump right down there that pumps it back up into the tank, and it comes out through those nozzles up top there. You can see right up there. And that's how that works. So yeah. So yeah, just thought I'd show you the whole fish setup here at my dad's house. So I don't know, I find fish like so relaxing and everything, and it's nice just like hearing the fish tank and watching the fish. They're just really relaxing, and they're real pretty. You know, it's like the coral's like an underwater garden, you know, and it is, you know, because all the different corals are like different flowers up on here on land. So it's like an underwater garden with all the different corals and the fish. So that's how I view it. But yeah, just amazing colors, you know, with corals. I wish my dad had more. You could see the variety. There's just so many more variety than just what he has. So, but yeah, so I thought I'd show you that. And Right now I'm in my old room, so yeah, this is my old room. And this room was actually redone partially by me and my dad. I started stripping years ago, I started stripping all the wallpaper off. It was like this horrible, I don't know, it was a horrible wallpaper before. The people who had it before, I thought it was kind of ugly wallpaper. So I pulled all the wallpaper off in here, and now there's just a nice matte color on the back with a wood outline along the top, and then there's a green wallpaper above that, so it all matches kind of nicely now. So yeah, that was a lot of work, scraping all this wallpaper off. And my dad had a special guy he knows, one of his friends, Richard. He came and he finished the room. So he put the new wallpaper up and the wood trimming and the painting, and yeah, it looks really cool. So let me show you real quick. Well, there's my bed. And yeah, so you can see up here, finished all of this. I like this color, along with the brown wood trim at the top there, and then the wallpaper on top. So kind of gives it a nice look now. So yeah. Whoa. I'm like tripping here. So yeah. And last but not least, I had to show you my drum set here. It's not like fully set up right now. I so badly, hopefully in the future, in the not too distant future, I will set this drum set up and maybe start to do a little practicing again. It is very stimulating for my nervous system, so unfortunately I can't do a lot of it right now at all, aside from like listening to some music, you know, on the computer in the car. But yeah, playing the drums is very stimulating and it's very loud. I always wear earplugs when playing the drums. So let me just show you my drum set. Actually, my grandpa bought me this drum set back in, I think it was 1995. I started playing the drums in 5th grade. My friend Andy, he got into the drums first, and he was showing me just some rudimentary drum techniques and stuff. So I bought a pair of drumsticks and I started to do them on a special drum pad. And yeah, kind of went from there. I got super obsessed with the drums. I love all instruments, but I don't know. Drums have always been my thing. I love guitar too, but drums were awesome. Yeah, I started playing 5th grade, and then I was getting drum lessons from my old drum instructor. His name was Jim Malachi. He was a really good drummer at a place called the Cabaret Theater in Ashland. It's a theater that does musicals and stuff, so I went to see him perform a few times. It was really cool, you know, the musicals and the live drums. But yeah, he was a cool instructor, showing me a lot of basic stuff about drum. And then I kind of stopped going and started to do everything myself. Like with my friends, they would play guitar and bass and I would play drums. So yeah, so I kind of started doing my own thing. But I got a black drum set, and yeah, it's a Percussion Plus. It's been a nice drum set forever. And I don't ever want to get rid of it because my grandfather bought it for me, you know. So yeah, it was really nice of him to get these for me. So, but yeah, so let me show you real quick. I'll show you the bass drum first, which is the main floor drum, the bass drum, I'm sure you know. So yeah, so there's my bass drum. It's all black, you know me. You know, I'm like gothic to the core. I'm like gothic at heart, so it must be black. So I'm like, it has to be black, you know. When I was back when I was a teenager or whatever. So yeah, it's my nice bass drum there. Then the rack toms, there's 2 rack toms, one sits here and one sits here, and that's what goes into those holes. A floor tom sits there, and a snare drum sits there with the hi-hats. Hi-hats sit there, and then I have my ride cymbal right here and crash here. So here is these are my 2 rack toms right here. One's a little bit smaller than the other. I think one's like a 15 inch and one's a 16 inch and one's a 17 inch, I think, yeah. And then there's the snare drum. They're stacked on top of each other right now. So there's the snare drum. The floor tom is down there. Here's my hi-hat stand right here. And you can see some of my cymbals, crash and hi-hats back there. There's my drum seat. And there's some more hardware and stands in the back. And in a drum set, one of the most, I guess, personal things as a drummer is what kind of cymbals you use in your drum set. So the brand and the type, there's so many different types of cymbals, and they're expensive too. I have all Zildjian cymbals. Zildjian is pretty much kind of a standard. So many people use Zildjian, but there's also Paistes. There's Sabians. I love the Sabian cymbals. A lot of metal drummers use Sabian. Yeah. Zildjian's kind of good all around. I mean, their quality is top notch, but a lot of different kinds of music uses Zildjian cymbals. It could be rock or metal, could be jazz, could be some pop, you know, like Josh Groban's drummer could use Zildjian. So yeah, and there's just different kinds. Here's my favorite one. It's not polished, because usually you polish these cymbals. It's not polished, it's kind of dirty, but it's my 20-inch Ping Ride, and I love it. It's a beautiful cymbal, so I'll show you. Yeah, so this is my Zildjian Avidus. It's a Ping Ride 20-inch, a custom. This thing was like $200 something. It's very expensive. It sounds different depending on where you position the drumstick. I like this because it sounds more of like a bell, and this is just more of a standard sound on the edge of the cymbal. So yeah, so it's my Ping Ride Zildjian. It's dirty, but yeah, I love this cymbal. It's a beaut. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that real quick while I'm here. So this is my old room, and I would set my drum set up here in the room and play. I also had this drum set at my mom's house when she used to live on Richmond. It's like a couple miles away. She doesn't live there anymore. She lives more close to my dad's house now. So yeah, but yeah, it's loud. So yeah, you can't play it a lot in the neighborhood, you know. But yeah, hopefully eventually I can set this up, because I want to maybe, I'm real rusty, but play a few songs. I know there's one song on my channel that I did a cover of a Tool song. It's one of the first videos I posted on the channel. So, you know, I'd like to play some of the other ones that I've always loved playing. So hopefully I can do that eventually. So yeah, I would make a separate video or a few videos setting up my drums and then playing a little something. So yeah, you got to be kind of careful. Well, you know, like on YouTube with copyright, that cover I did of the Tool song, the first video, that song, it got flagged for copyright, but the music company was okay with letting me use that song as long as it's not monetized. So usually doing a cover of a song, because there's lots of drum channels and cover channels for music of people playing to popular songs, and I think you can use it for the most part as a cover as long as you don't monetize it. So that's how they flagged mine, that yeah, it's flagged, it's copyrighted, but you can use it as long as you don't monetize it. So hopefully in the future, if I make a cover video again, it won't get flagged. So yeah, copyright is just always such a aggravating, stressful thing, and I'm sure you feel the same, like on Twitch, having to be careful what you play. It's like, I don't know, I just find it all just so aggravating, you know? I don't know. I mean, as long as I'm not monetizing it, you know, I don't see the big deal, which is cool, they allow that, so yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get the mail, feed all the fish, and take care of my dad's tank. I'll have to clean it out in a few days because I gotta make sure it stays clean and all that. So yeah, but anyway, hope you liked my little video house sitting here at my dad's house. I'm still at my house. I just drive over to my dad's house and take care of everything, and I'll stay here for a few hours and at a time. Maybe I like watch a movie or something. But anyway, hope you're having a good day or a good night, Eugenia. And there's some kisses for you, and I love you, and I'm sending you hugs too. So I got my German shirt on today. I haven't worn that in quite a while. So yeah. So anyway, okay. I will see you in my next video, Eugenia. And not sure what it's going to be yet, but yeah, it might be a vlog again. I don't know, when the weather's so nice, you just kind of want to go and vlog, you know? I don't know. Vlogging is kind of like my favorite thing. I wish I had more. I wish I could buy more new clothes, because I love doing the clothing haul, try-on haul videos. Those are fun. So hopefully I can get some new stuff and hopefully do something like that this summer. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'd love to be able to do some more of the clothing try-on, because I just have a lot of fun doing that. Those are always fun. So yeah, I love your clothing haul videos, Eugenia, and your cosplay videos and your makeup videos and every single video you make. So okay, I'll see you in my next video, and hope you're having a good day. Love watching you play Kingdom Hearts. It's so much fun. It's just the coolest game. So, and it looks amazing on PC. I think they really did a good job with the enhancements and everything. So, looks great on PC. So, okay, I'll see you in my next video. Love you.